Hi there, I'm Janet Howard, and I'm so glad you're watching because I'm here with a friend of mine, Tim Westergren. We want to tell you about a big event that will be happening at the Village Church, January 21, all week long through the 28th. Tim, thanks for coming.
It's great to be here. It's been a privilege to be in residence this year as an international worker at the Village Church, and it's been a delight for me and my wife to enjoy the life and ministry of this church.
Do you think you might want to come back many years hence?
It's a definite possibility. We would be very open to it.
Well, you know, that's what happened to me.
Okay.
And we were first missionaries in residence in 81.
Wow.
And we're back now as residents.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Let's talk about this important event. Tim, do you remember when we were talking about this important week, the Global Impact Week at the Village Church?
Yes.
We were talking about all the events, January 21 to 28. And of course, we talked about the banquet, so people would not forget to get those tickets. It's coming up really close now.
Free tickets.
Complimentary tickets.
That's what it is, complimentary.
We don't want to say free food.
Okay.
Complimentary tickets, and it's for the banquet on Monday, the 22nd. Okay. So if people haven't gotten the tickets, I hope they get them quickly, because the 14th is the cutoff date. Okay. So we never talked about our guests who were coming. We talked about Tim Meyer, yes, but we haven't really talked about Andy and Laura Brake.
You know them well, don't you?
Well, I do, because they worked in the seminary where my first husband, Bill, and I worked.
Wow.
But we were never there at the same time. Okay. But you've had opportunity to meet with them.
I have. We are both graduates of Wheaton College, so we share that in common. And we were recently together at a global leadership consultation in Malaga, Spain. So we've gotten to know each other a little bit. We have children that have gone to Wheaton College as well. And we both are theological educators. We both teach in seminaries, myself in Spain and he in Indonesia. So we share a lot in common. And
that's wonderful. And that's what I did too. So that's my connection with the Brakes, teaching at the Jaffrey Theological Seminary in Makassar, Indonesia.
But I've heard, and what's exciting to me is they also are mobilizing students to plant churches even while they're studying.
Which is wonderful.
It is.
And especially Makassar and the island of Sulawesi is a Muslim island. In fact, Indonesia is the largest Muslim country in the world.
It is, I know that.
And so to have students being interested in planting a church in a Muslim neighborhood, now that is cutting edge stuff.
And we get to hear about it firsthand from both of them.
And I'm so excited. So they will both be speaking Tuesday night, which is the 23rd. And then on Wednesday evening, I hope people come at 7:15.
Okay.
Andy will be talking about how he went from pastoring a church to becoming an overseas worker.
Interesting.
That will be very fascinating.
Yeah.
I know that he got his doctoral work under his belt first because he already has a PhD, which of course gives credibility when you're teaching overseas, because I don't know about Spain, but in Indonesia, everybody wants to have a doctorate if you're teaching. Is that anything unlike America?
Very much so, very much so.
Yeah, I think we've exported that. At any rate, it's going to be a great week. But do you want to open any little surprise about Friday night? That's a big celebration.
Well, Village Church celebrates 50 years. This year.
Say that again?
The Village Church celebrates 50 years of life. And so even though the church building isn't 50 years old, the church fellowship started even at the very, very beginnings of Shell Point Retirement Community. So Friday night will be celebrating the ripple effect of all of the giving and praying that the Village Church has done for 50 years.
That sounds so exciting.
Jim Davey has been working with Marilyn and myself to plan an hour-long tour through time to see just the effects of all the small giving and praying that people have done through the years at Village Church.
And if you three have been working on it, it will not be boring.
I hope not.
No.
We'll see. We're working on it. We still have some things to do, but yes, it's coming along.
I am so excited. Yeah. It's going to be great. And then the final Sunday morning, Laura Brake will be speaking.
Excellent.
And then you will be pulling it all together Sunday night.
That's right, wrapping it up. It's going to be a great time. I know that many people at the Village Church have experienced these kinds of week-long mission celebrations in their churches before they came here. it'll be that same kind of thing, full of flags and pageantry, food, and amazing stories of what God is doing.
And our theme is chosen to proclaim God's glory.
That's right. It's all about God's glory.
It's all about His glory, and that's why we're living here.
That's right.
It's for Him, whether we're in Spain or Indonesia or living at Shell Point. It's all about His glory.
That's exactly right.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to spending that time with everyone at the Global Impact Week.
We look forward to it, and we look forward to seeing you there too.
Come.
Please join us. We welcome you always. Have a great day.